And it's 4 degrees, but it's a warm 4 degrees, Bob.
It's a dry 4 degrees.
Yes.
Already you see the hustle right in front of our table. Sterling Carter, the senior transfer from Seattle University, gets the student section fired up.
Yeah, I got to tell you right now, I know it's only one possession, but right now, Purdue has much more pop to it than Indiana. Indiana kind of being cool. Purdue being a little bit energetic. It's great.
Indiana is 4-7 in the Big Ten. They have had second-half leads in 6 of their 7 Big Ten losses. And, of course, the Penn State loss probably the most disappointing of the season, as Carter is able to knock the game.
That's what Sterling Carter's supposed to do. 5th-year kid out of Seattle. 3 goggles. It was like 3 side of the head. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I just made a 3?
Sealing inside and scoring is Tyrone Johnson. For his career with that made 3 to give Indiana the lead, comes up with the steal, but the Hoosiers give it right back.
Bob, I'm telling you, you're going to see more dumb turnovers in this game than you will see in a lifetime of games, and we just saw 2 right there.
Ronnie Johnson able to hit from outside.
Well, it's one thing to turn the ball over, as Indiana is doing. It's another thing for Purdue to make baskets. I mean, Purdue started out shooting the ball well, but Tom Crean went to this zone, and Purdue's been very impatient against it and very sloppy.
Sterling Carter has a 3.
Ball went inside, wasn't forced, came back outside. Patience is a big-time virtue in basketball.
Unable to answer was Troy Williams. Numbers for Purdue. The tip follow goes for Kendall Stevens off of what was a wild miss by Johnson.
A pretty good look here in transition. See Sterling Carter with the no look. Tyrone Johnson not good enough to make that shot, but Kendall Stevens, because he ran, put himself in position to get the bucket.
Purdue started the game on a 12-6 run, ended the half on a 16-6 run. And from the corner, that's a 3 for Sterling Carter.
And just confusion defensively. It shouldn't happen on inbounds. Nobody talking, everybody kind of wondering about their own.
Vonleh eventually tracks down the rebound.
Kind of a...
Here come the Boilers again. Sterling Carter. Carter this time drives it and slips it around Vonleh. Largest lead for Purdue.
Sorry, Bob, but that was a great drive by Vonleh, but Will Sheehy, great drive by Carter, but Will Sheehy and Noah Vonleh, one was in the zone, one was in man-to-man.
Timeout, Indiana. Well, in the first half, the Boilers were +1 with 13 minutes of A.J. Hammonds on the bench.
And that's the other thing. That's the other thing.
Carter, his 4th 3 on the way and down.
Hey. You want to make zone offense simple, put a guy in the middle, throw it to him, and let him make a decision. And right now, that was Peck.
Early here in the second half, and here's Yogi Ferrell. Threw it into traffic. Eric Peck creates the turnover. Carter, a little Euro crossover, and Vonleh called for the foul. That's his 4th. That's a huge call.
Everybody in Indiana land's going to complain about this. Indiana Hoosier land. But this was a heck of a move. Watch Carter duck under the arm. Watch. Ducks under, and right there, he puts the official in a position where he had no other call by just being smart and putting his arm under Vonleh's and drawing contact.
So now how long will Tom Crean be able to keep Noah Vonleh on the bench with 4 fouls and his team down by 13?
He's going to have to make that decision right after this 16-minute timeout. Now people say that's crazy, but you play at Mackey the way the Boilers are playing and the way this crowd is, this can get away from you where you can't make a comeback. So he's going to go to probably the 15-minute mark, and then he's going to start thinking about when he's getting Vonleh back.
They just called a foul on Jay Simpson on the made free throw. Sterling Carter has all 10 Purdue points to start the second half, and it's a 14-point lead.
You got 5 guys standing.
Vonleh up, under, misses with the left hand. Boy, he did the hard part. Sterling Carter backs it back out.
Nice. That's smart by Purdue. Matt Painter's been yelling for that.
Ronnie Johnson attacks.
Yes, they've missed their share of layups. They've had some decent looks throughout the course of the game. But if you play 30 minutes, 33 minutes, you're going to get a look or two. Look at that cut.
Smotherman, finger roll, comes up short. Vonleh the rebound.
That's a heck of a cut, though. I get excited. I like to see movement off the ball, or at least movement.
Jerome Johnson with a little running one-hander.
All right, now you're just throwing in hooks. Now you're just throwing in running hooks. But I'm telling you, that's what happens when you play really hard. This kid right here, Sterling Carter, he's been terrific. He set the tone right from Jump Street.
Nice crossover by Yogi Ferrell and draws the foul. It's even less explicable.
I'm going to give you a coach's perspective, okay? Now, this isn't a fan's perspective. This is a coach's perspective. When you have a player that is out till 3:30 in the morning, after a loss, day after, before your rival, you have a problem with your team. Now, I'm not, whatever that problem is, I'm not in there enough to know.
Carter hits another three. That's his 5th.